It's all Greek to me.
Then you are quoting Shakespeare.
If you claim to be more sinned against than sinning,
Then you are quoting Shakespeare.
If you recall your salad days.
If you act more in sorrow than in anger.
If your wish is father to the thought.
If your lost property has vanished into thin air.
You are quoting Shakespeare.
if you ever refuse to budge an inch,
Or suffered green-eyed jealousy.
If you have played fast and loose.
If you have ever been
A
tongue-tied,
tower of strength.
hoodwinked,
Or in a pickle.
If you have knitted your brow,
made a virtue of necessity,
Insisted on fair play.
slept not one wink,
Stood on ceremonies.
danced attendance on your lord and masters,
laugh yourself into stitches, had short shrift,
Cold comfort.
Or too much of a good thing.
If you have seen better days,
Or lived in a fool's paradise.
why be that as it may,
The more fool you.
For the foregone conclusion that you are,
as good luck would have it,
Quoting Shakespeare.
If you clear out bag and baggage.
if you think it is high time,
and that is the long
And short.
of it. If you believe the game is up,
And that the truth will out.
even if it involves your own flesh and blood,
if you lie low until the crack of doom,
Because you suspect foul play.
if you've had your teeth set on edge,
At one fell swoop.
Without rhyme or reason. Than to give the devil his due. If the truth were known.
For surely you have a tongue in your head.
you are quoting Shakespeare.
even if you bid me good riddance and send me packing,
If you wish I was dead as a doornail.
if you think I am an eyesore,
A laughing stock.
The devil's incarnate.
a stony-hearted villain,
Or a blinking idiot.
Then by Jove.
it's all one with me. You are quoting Shakespeare. Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever, one caught in sea and one on shore. Do one thing, constant never, then sigh not so, but let them go and be her blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nani nani. Sing no more, ditty, sing no more of dawn so dull and heavy. The throat of man was ever so. Since summer, which was leafy, then sigh not so, but let them go and be her blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nani nani. I find here that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
he is very near by this. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him,
How many gentlemen have you lost in this battle?
but few of any sort and none of name.
I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor to a young Florentine called Claudio.
He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion. He hath indeed bettered expectation.
I pray you, is Signor Montanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady.
What is he that you ask for, niece?
my cousin means Senor Benedick of Padua.
Oh, he's returned and as pleasant as ever he was.
I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? For indeed I promise to eat all of his killing.
He's done good service, lady, in these wars, and a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. But for the stuffing, Well, we are all mortal.
You must not mistake my niece. There's a merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed by one. Who's his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
Is it possible?
Very easily possible. He wears his faith but as the fashion of his hat. It ever changes with the latest block.
I see, lady, the gentleman is not in your good books.
No, and if he were, I would burn my study. But I pray you, who is his companion?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, Lord! He will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the plague, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio.
You will never run mad, niece.
No, not till a hot January.
The Prince Don Pedro is approached.
Leonardo, are you come to meet your troubles? Never came trouble to my house, my lord, especially in your grace. Let should troubles be gone, and comfort should remain.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
If Signor Leonardo be her father, she would not have his head on his shoulders for all Messina, as much like him as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedick. Nobody marks you.
What? My dear Lady Disdain, are you still living?
Is it possible Disdain should die when she hath such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedick? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat? But it is certain I am loved of all ladies. Only you accept it. And I would that I could find it in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and 'twere such a face as yours were.
I would that my horse had the speedier tongue, and so good a continuer. But keep your ways. In God's name, I am done.
You always end with a jade trick. I know you of old.
Signor Benedick and Signor Claudio, my dear friend Leonardo hath invited you all. I tell him of our plan to stay a month, and he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer.
Let me bid you welcome, my lord. Being reconciled to the prince, your brother, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you.
Please, at your grace, lead on.
Your hand, Leonardo. We will go together.
Benedick, didst thou know thy daughter, Signor Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me for my simple true judgment? Or would you have me speak after my custom, as a professed tyrant to their sex?
No, I pray thee speak in sober judgment.
Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. And being no other but as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee tell me how thou likest her.
Would you buy her, that you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into.
In mine eye, she's the sweetest lady I ever looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. I hope you have no intent to turn husband.
I would, though I'd sworn the contrary, if here would be my wife.
Has it come to this? Shall I never see a bachelor of 60 again? Go to.
What secret hath held you here that you follow not to Leonardo's?
I would that your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
You hear? Count Claudio. He's in love. And with who? With Hero, Leonardo's daughter.
The lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And by my faith, I spoke mine.
And by my 2 faiths and troths, my lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in thy contempt for beauty.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But all women should pardon me, for I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any,
Instead, I will do myself the right to trust none, and therefore live a bachelor.
I shall see the ere I die look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, but not with love.
You will change with the hours. In the meantime, Signor Benedick, repair to Leonardo's and tell him I will not fail him at supper, for indeed he hath made great preparations.
I have almost matter enough in me for such a mission, and so I leave you.
My liege, your highness may now do me good.
My love is thine to teach.
Hath Leonardo any son, my lord?
No child but Hero. She's his only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
My lord, when you went upon this ended action, I'd looked upon her with the soldier's eye who liked, but had a rougher task in hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now I am returned, and war thoughts have left, and in their place have come soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young Hero is.
If thou love fair Hero, cherish it. I will break with her and her father, and thou shalt have her.
How sweetly you do minister to love that knows love's grief by his complexion.
I know there will be some reveling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise, and tell fair Hero that I am Claudio. I'll unclasp her heart, then after to her father will I break. In conclusion, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
What the good year, my lord? Why are thus out of measure sad?
There is no measure in the occasion that breeds, therefore the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it? I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jests. Eat when I have stomach, and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy, and tend to no man's business. Laugh when I am merry, and claw no man in his humor.
You have of late stood out against your brother, and he hath taken you newly into his grace.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. It must not be denied. I am a plain-dealing villain. If I had my mouth, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me.
I can give you news of an intended marriage.
Will it serve any model to build mischief on?
Mary, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio?
Even he.
And who? Which way looks he?
On Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonardo.
A very forward march chick. How came you by this?
I overheard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
This may prove food for my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him any way, I bless myself every way. You will assist me?
To the death, my lord.
Then let us to this great supper and prove what's to be done.
I'll wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John at supper?
I saw him not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I am heartburned an hour after.
He's of a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Signor Benedick. The one is like a statue and says nothing. The other like a spoiled child, evermore tattling.
Then half a Signor Benedick's tongue in Count John's mouth, and half a Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedick's face?
With a good leg and a good foot, and money enough in his purse, such a man would win any woman in the world, if he could get her goodwill.
By my troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband, if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
For which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, well, I am not for him.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
No, uncle, I'll none. Adam's sons are my brethren, and truly I hold it a sin to marry my kindred.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that way, you know your answer. The revelers are entering, ladies. Make good room.
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
Well, I would you did like me.
So would not I, for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities.
Which is one?
I say my prayers aloud.
The more I love you, the hearers may cry. Amen.
God match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God keep him out of my sight when the dance is done.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of 100 merry tales. Why, this was Signor Benedick that said so.
What is he?
I am sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why? He is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. Well, none but libertines delight in him, and not in his wit, but in his villainy. I am sure he is in the fleet. I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I shall tell him what you say.
Do. He'll make a clever remark or two on me, which, when not marked or laughed at, strikes him into melancholy. We must follow the leaders.
And every good thing.
All but one mask remains.
And that is Count Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Signor Benedick?
You know me well. I am he.
You are very near my brother. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him from her, as she is no equal for his birth.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
And so did I, and he swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus I answer in the name of Benedick, yet I hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant among all other things, save in the office and affairs of love. Therefore, all hearts in love use their own tongues. Let every eye negotiate for themselves and trust no agent. Therefore, farewell, Hero.
Count Claudio,
Yea, the same.
Prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
But did you think the prince would serve you thus?
I pray you leave me, or if it will not be, I'll leave you.
Alas, poor hurt fowl.
Now, Signor Benedick, the Lady Beatrice hath quarreled to you. The gentleman that danced with her told her that she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misuses me past the endurance of a block. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a thaw, huddling jest upon jest with impossible conveyance, that I stood like a man at his mark with a whole army shooting at me. Come, speak not of her.
Look, here she comes.
Oh, will your grace command me on any service to the world's end? I will do any errand that you can devise for me. I will fetch you a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia. Do you any embassage to the pygmies, rather than hold 3 words council with this harpy. You have no employment for me?
None but to desire thy good company.
Oh God, sir, this is a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady, come. You have lost Signor Benedick's heart.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it, a double heart for a single one. Marry, once before he won it of me with false dice. Therefore, your grace may well say, I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then, sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil Count. Civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
In faith, lady, I think you are right. Though I'll be sworn, if he be so, his deceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is won. I have broke with her father and obtained her goodwill. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to it.
Speak, Count. 'Tis your cue.
Silence is the perfect herald of joy. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss, and let not him speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord. I thank it, poor fool. It keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Ah, good Lord for alliance. And thus goes everyone to the world but I. I may sit in the corner and cry hi-ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
Hath your grace a brother like you?
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord. Unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace, pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me. But to be merry best becomes you, for, out of question, you were born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord. My mother cried. But then there was a star danced, and under that was I born. Cousins, God give you joy.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her, my lord.
But she cannot endure hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedick.
If they were just a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
Count Claudio, when mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord.
Not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence a week away, and a time too brief to have all things arranged.
Come, I warrant thee, Claudio. The time will not go dully by us. I will, in the interim, undertake one of Hercules' great labors, which is to bring the Lady Beatrice and Signor Benedick into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. If you three will but minister assistance, I shall give thee direction.
My lord, I am for you.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift.
Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be medicinal to me. I am sick with this pleasure to him. How canst thou cross it?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship how much I'm in the favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to Hero.
I remember.
I can, at any instant of the night, appoint her to look out her lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison lies in you to temper. Go to Don Pedro, your brother. Tell him that he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio to such a contaminated harlot such as Hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, and to kill Leonardo. Look you for any other issue?
To spite them, I will endeavor anything.
Go, find Don Pedro and Count Claudio. Tell them that you know that Hero loves me. Offer them instances to see me at her chamber window, and hear me call Margaret Hero. Bring them to see this the very night before the intended wedding, and there shall appear such seeming truth of Hero's disloyalty. Let jealousy be called assurance, and all the preparation overthrown.
I will put it in practice. Be cunning in thy working, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
Be you constant in that accusation, and my cunning shall not shame me.
I will presently go learn of their day of marriage.
I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man, is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will hath, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, becomes the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. Such a man is Claudio. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. Love may transform me, but will never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another is wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Ha! The prince and Monsieur Love. I will hide.
See you where Benedick hath hid himself.
Oh, very well, my lord.
Leonardo, what was it that you told me of today? That your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedick?
Oh, I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither, but most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedict, who she seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible?
Maybe she doth but counterfeit. Oh, God, counterfeit? Never came counterfeit of passion, came so near the life of passion as she shows it.
What effects of passion shows she?
Eat the hook well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? You heard my daughter tell you how.
I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
I would have sworn it had, my lord, especially against Benedict.
I should think this a trick, but that the good Leonardo speaks it.
Hath she made her affections known to Benedick?
No, and swears she will not. That's her torment.
Oh, and down upon her knees she falls. She weeps, sobs, curses, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, may God give me patience.
My daughter is sometimes afeared that she will do desperate outrage against herself.
It were good that he knew of it by some other if she will not reveal it.
To what end? He would just make a sport out of it and torment the poor lady worse.
She's an excellent, sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedick. I pray thee, tell him of it and hear what he will say.
No, we must never tell him. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, let it cool the while. I love Benedick dearly, yet I wish he would modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is of so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let the same track be spread for Beatrice, that your daughter and her gentlewoman must carry. Let us send her to call him in for dinner.
This can be no trick. They have the truth of it from Hero. Love me? It must be requited. I did never think to marry. I may perhaps have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, but doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth, he cannot endure in his age. No, the world must be peopled. And when I said I would die a bachelor, well, I didn't think I would live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it were painful, I would not have come.
So you take pleasure in the message?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point. You have no appetite, senor? Fare you well.
Against my will, I am sent to come bid you into dinner? There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains than you took pains to thank me? Well, that's as easy as to say, as any pains I take for you are as easy as thanks. If I do not take pity on her, then I am a villain. I will go get her picture.
Good Margaret, run thee to the parlor. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice, with the prince and Claudio. Whisper in her ear, and tell her Ursula and I walk in the orchard, and that our whole discourse is all of her.
I'll make her come. I warrant you.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, our talk must only be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedick is sick in love with Beatrice. Now begin, for look where Beatrice, like a lapwing, runs close by the ground to hear our conference.
Of pleasant angling is the sea of fish cut with golden oars and silver string, and greedily devour the treacherous bait. So angle we for Beatrice, who even now is hidden in the woodbine Coventry. Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then go we near her, that her ear lose nothing of the false sweet bait we lay for it. No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my new betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they love Benedick, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall lie upon?
Oh, God of love, nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn ride sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on. And her wit values itself so highly that to her all matter else seems weak.
She cannot love. She is too self-endeared.
Sure, I think so, and therefore certainly it were not good she knew his love, lest she make sport at it.
You speak the truth. I never yet saw a man, how wise, noble, young, how rarely featured, but she would spell him backward.
If fair-faced, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister.
If tall, a lance ill-headed.
If low, a stone very vilely cut.
If talking, why a vein blown with all winds.
If silent, why a flock moved with none. So turns she, every man the wrong side out. Beep, 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 beep.
And never gives to truth and virtue that which simpleness and merit deserve.
Sure, his carping is not commendable.
No, to be as Beatrice is cannot be commendable.
But who dare tell her so?
If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Therefore, let Benedick, like covered fire, consume away in sighs, waste inwardly. It were a better death than die with mocking.
Yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No, rather, I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his passions.
What?
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedick.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it, ere he had it. When are you married, madam?
Why, tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires, and have thy counsel which is the best to furnish me.
She's blind, I warrant you.
We've caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by halves. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the backs of such. And Benedick, love on! I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness will incite thee to bind up our loves in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportingly.
Gallants, I am not as I have been.
So say I. Methinks you're sadder.
I hope he be in love.
Hang him, rogue. There's no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched by love. If he be sad, he wants money.
Old man, walk aside me. I have studied 8 or 9 wise words, which I wish to speak to you, which these hobby horses cannot hear.
For my life, to speak with him about Beatrice.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If it please you, yet Count Claudio may hear, for what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow?
You know that he does.
I know not that when he knows what I know.
I pray you, if there's any impediment, I pray you find it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter, and judge me better. By that I will now manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and hath, in dearness of heart, helped to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely, sue ill spent and labor ill bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, the lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she, Leonato's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal?
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. Think you of a worse title, and I will fit her to it. Go but with me tonight, and you shall see her chamber window entered, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her. But it would better suit your honor to change your mind.
Could this be so?
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust what you see, confess not that you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight, why, I should not marry her in the congregation tomorrow. Where we shall wed, there I will shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no further till you are my witnesses. Go but with me at midnight and let the issue show itself.
Oh, day untowardly turned.
Oh, mischief strangely thwarting.
Oh, plague right well prevented. Or so you will say when you have seen the sequel.
Justice, O royal duke, veil your regard upon a wronged, I would fain have said a maid. O worthy prince, dishonor not your eye by throwing it on any other object until you have heard me and my true complaint and given me justice. Justice, 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 O worthy duke. You bid me seek redemption of the devil? Hear me yourself, for that which I must speak must either punish me, not being believed, or wring redress from you. Hear me, oh, hear me here. Most strange, and yet most truly will I speak. That Angelo's forsworn, is it not strange? That Angelo's a murderer, is it not strange? That Angelo is an adulterous thief, a hypocrite, a virgin violator. Is it not strange and strange? Is it not truer he is Angelo? Then this is all as true as it is strange. Nay, it is 10 times true, for truth is truth till the end of reckoning. O Prince, I conjure thee that thou believest there is another comfort than this world, that thou neglect me not for the opinion I am touched with madness. Make not impossible that which seems unlike. 'Tis not impossible, but one, the wickedest caitiff on the ground, may seem as shy, as grave, as just, as absolute as Angelo. Even so may Angelo in all his dressings, characters, titles, forms, be an arch villain. Believe it, royal prince. If he be less, he is nothing, but he is more. Had I more name for badness. Up next, we have Catherine as Julia from Two Gentlemen of Verona.
Didst thou but know the inly touch of love, thou wouldst as soon go kindle fire with snow, as seek to quench the fire of love with words. The more thou dampst it up, the more it burns. The current that with gentle murmur glides, thou know'st, being stopped, impatiently doth rage. But when his fair course is not hindered, he makes sweet music with the enameled stones, giving a gentle kiss to every sedge he overtaketh in his pilgrimage. And so by many winding nooks he strays, with willing sport to the wild ocean. Then let me go, and hinder not my course. I'll be as patient as a gentle stream, and make a pastime of each weary step, till the last step have brought me to my love. And there I'll rest, as after much turmoil, a blessed soul doth in Elysium. Next is John Paul Shevchuk as Ariel from The Tempest.
Oh, hail, great master! Grave sir, hail! I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into fire, to ride on the curled clouds, to thy strong bidding task, Ariel and all his quality. I boarded the king's ship, now on the beak, now in the waist, the deck, in every cabin I flamed amazement. Sometimes I divide in many places, then join together as one. Jove's lightnings, the precursors, oh, the dreadful thunder claps, more momentary and sight outrunning were not. The sulphurous roaring and fire's cracks of the mighty Neptune seem to besiege and make his bold waves tremble, yea, his dread trident shake.
And now we have Kieran Schuyler from Romeo and Juliet.
Now, good sweet nurse. O Lord, why look'st thou sad? Though news be sad, yet tell them merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news by playing it to me with so sour a face.
I am a-weary. Give me leave a while. Fie, how my bones ache. What a jaunt have I had.
I would thou hadst my bones, and I thy news. Nay, come, speak. Good, good nurse, speak.
Jesu, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath, when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? The excuse that thou dost make in this delay is longer than the tale thou dost excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Say either, and I'll say the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his leg be better than any man's, yet his face excels all men. For a hand and a foot and a body, though they are not to be talked on, yet they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What, have you dined at home?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Fie, how my head aches. What a head have I. It beats as it would break into 20 pieces. My back. On the other side. My back. Beshrew your heart for sending me about to catch my death with jaunting up and down.
In faith, I'm sorry that thou art not well. Sweet nurse. Tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a kind, and a handsome, and I warrant a virtuous. Where's your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Oh, God's lady dear, are you so hot? Mary, come up, I trow. Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforward do your messages yourself.
You're such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Now comes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. They'll be in scarlet straight at any news. Hie you hence. I must another way, to fetch a ladder by which your love must climb the bird's nest soon when it is dark. I am the drudge and toil of your delight, but you shall bear the burden soon at night. Go, I'll to dinner. Hie you to the cell.
Hie to high fortune. Honest nurse, farewell. Next is Michael Bachman,
Playing Shylock from A Merchant of Venice.
To bait a fish withal, if it will feed nothing else, will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, heated mine enemies, and cooled my friends. And his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, senses, dimensions, affections, passions, fed by the same food, hurt by the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same summer and winter as a Christian is? If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in those, we shall resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Why, revenge. The villainy you teach me I will execute, and it will go hard, but I will better the instruction. And now, on with the show.
Are you good men and true?
Yea, I warrant so.
Being chosen for the prince's watch, this is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrant men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if he will not stand?
Why then take no note of him, but let him go, and thank God you are rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, then he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and you are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and talk is most tolerable, and not to be endured.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Why you speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman, for I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only have the care that your weapons be not stolen. Well, you are to call at all the alehouses, and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why then let them alone till they are sober.
Aye, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him, by virtue of your office, to be no true man. And for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may, the most peaceable way for you. If you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is, and then steal out of your company.
You have been always called a merciful man, sir.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse to bid her still it.
How if a nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Why then depart in peace, and let the child wake her with crying. For that you that will not hear her lamb when it baas, will never answer a calf when he bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of the charge. Well, masters, good night. If there be any matter of importance happens, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own, and good night.
Well, master, we hear our charge. Let us go sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then to bed.
One word more, honest neighbors. I pray you watch about Leonardo's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there is great coil tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant, I beseech you.
Sweet lovers, love the spring!
I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee.
Some treason, master, yet stand close.
Therefore know I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
I know that deformed. He's been a vile thief this 7 year. I remember his name.
Didst thou not hear someone? Know that I have tonight wooed Margaret by the name of Hero. She leans me out at her mistress's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I should first tell thee how the prince, Count Claudio, and my master Don John saw this encounter. The prince and Count Claudio thought Margaret was Hero, but the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths, partly by the dark night which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, away went Count Claudio, enraged, swore he would meet her next morning at the temple, and there before the whole congregation shame her, and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name stand. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that was ever known in the Commonwealth.
Masters, masters.
Never speak. We charge you to go with us.
I think your other rubato were better.
No, pray thee, good Meg. I'll wear this.
It is not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
Your gown's a most rare fashion. I saw the Duchess of Milan's gown that they praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
By my troth, 'tis but a nightgown in respect of yours, but for a fine, quaint, graceful, and excellent fashion, yours is worth 10 of it.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee! Good morrow, coz.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now? Do you speak in the sick tune?
I am out of all other tune, methinks. By my troth, I am exceeding ill.
These gloves the Count sent me. They have an excellent perfume. I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed. There's goodly catching of cold.
Oh, God, help me. How long have you professed such wit?
Ever since you left it, doth not my wit become me rarely?
It is not seen enough. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Cordus Benedictus, and lay it to your heart. 'Tis the only thing for a cold.
Ooh, there thou prickest her with a thistle.
Benedictus? Why Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus.
Moral? Ha! I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may perchance think that I think you are in love. Nay, I am not such a fool to think that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet, Benedict was such another. He swore he would never marry. Yet now, in spite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not, but methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gallop.
It is time, cousin. The prince, the count, and all the gallants of the town are come to fetch you into church.
Come with me, good coz. Good Meg.
What would you want with me, honest neighbor?
Mary, I would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see, it is a busy time with me.
Mary, this it is, sir.
What is it, good friends? I would fain know what you have to say.
One word, sir. Our watch tonight have indeed comprehended a very auspicious person, and we would have him this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be suffigance.
Drink wine ere you go, and fare you well.
Go get the sexton, and bring pen and inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination this man.
And we must do it wisely.
We will spare for no wit, I warrant you.
Come, Friar Francis, be brief.
Come you hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
You come to marry her, Friar. You come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you have any inward impediment as to why you should not be conjoined, charge you, on your souls, to utter it.
Know you any, hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any, count?
I dare make his answer none.
Father, by your leave, with free and unconstrained soul, do you give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God to give her me.
And what I had to give you back that equal this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonardo, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. Behold how like a maid she blushes here. Would you not swear, all you that see her, that she were a maid by exterior show? But she is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Dear my lord, if you have vanquished the resistance of her youth and made the feat of her virginity...
No, Leonardo, I have never tempted her with word too large. But as a brother to his sister showed bashful sincerity and appropriate love.
And seemed I ever otherwise?
Out on thee, seeming!
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wide?
Sweet prince, why speak you not?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that I've gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
This looks not like a wedding.
Leonardo, let me move one question to your daughter. And by the power that you have over her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee to do so as thou art my child.
What man talked with you yesternight outside your window betwixt 12 and 1?
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Leonardo, I'm sorry you must hear, but upon mine honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her, hear her, at that same hour last night, talk with some ruffian at her chamber window, who, like a villain, hath confessed the vile encounters that they have had 1,000 times before.
Fie, they are not to be named, my lord, not to be spoke of. Oh, pretty lady, I am sorry for thy much misgovernments.
Oh, hero, what a hero hadst thou been, if half thy outward graces had been placed about thy thoughts and counsels of thy heart. But fare thee well, most foul, most fair, farewell.
Hath no man's here a dagger point for me?
Why, cousin, wherefore sink you down?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light. Smother her spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Dead, I think. Hero? Why, hero? Uncle? Friar? Help!
Oh, fate! Take not away thy heavy hand! Death is a fair cover for her shame that may be wished for!
How now, cousin hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Do not live, hero. Do not ope thine eyes, for did thou think thou wouldst not quickly die? Myself would on the rewards of reproaches strike at thy life. Why wast thou ever lovely in my eye? Why had I not with charitable hands took up a beggar's issue at my gate, who smirched thus, and me and with infamy, no part of it is mine. But mine, and mine I loved, and mine I praised, and mine I was proud on, that to myself was not myself, not mine, valuing of her. Oh, she has fallen into a pit of ink, that the wide sea hath dropped too few to wash her clean again, and salt too little which may season give her foul tainted flesh.
Sir, be patient. For my part, I am so attired in wonder, I know not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. Although until last night, I have this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Confirm! Would the two princes lie? Would Claudio lie who loved her so? Hence from her, let her die!
Hear me a little. By noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions, 1,000 innocent shames. And in her eye there hath appeared a fire. There is some strange misunderstanding in the princes.
2 of them have the very bent of honor. If their wisdom be misled, the practice of it lies in John the Bastard.
If they have wronged her honor, the proudest of them shall well hear of it.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you. Your daughter here the prince is left for dead. Let her while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed.
What will this do?
She dying, as it must so be maintained, upon the instant she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. And when Claudio shall hear she died upon his word, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination. Then will he mourn, and wish he had not so accused her.
Sir, let the friar advise you.
Being thy flow and grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
'Tis well consented. Away at once. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe that your cousin was wronged.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very easy way, but I've no such friend.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
As strange as the thing I know not.
Come, I will swear by it that you love me, and I will protest that I love thee.
Why then, God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour, for I was about to protest I loved you.
Then do it with all your heart.
I love you with so much in my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for you.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Stay, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone though I am here. There's no love in you.
Beatrice.
Nay, I pray you, let me go.
Beatrice.
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height a villain, that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man, would bear her in hand until they come to take hands. Then was public accusation, uncovered slander. Oh God, that I were a man. I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out at a window, a proper saying.
Nay, but
Sweet
Beatrice.
hero, she is wronged, she is slandered, she is undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counts. Surely a princely testimony, a goodly count. Oh, that I were a man for his sake. He is as valiant as Hercules that tells a lie and then swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing. Therefore I die a woman, with grieving.
Beatrice, by this hand, I love you.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Do you think in your soul that the prince hath wronged, that Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough! I am engaged. I will challenge Claudio. He shall render me on a dear account. Now go, comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. Until then, farewell.
Is our whole assembly appeared?
Which is the offender that is to be examined?
What is your name, friend?
Baraccio.
Pray, write down Baraccio. Do you serve God?
Yea, sir, I hope.
Write down that he hopes to serve God. It is proved already that you are little better than a false knave, and it will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourself?
Marry, sir, I say I am none.
A marvelous witty fellow, I assure you. Come you hither, sirrah. A word in your ear, sir, I say to you, it is thought that you are a false knave.
Sir, I say to you, I am none.
Have you writ down that he is none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are the accusers.
Let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge you, in the prince's name, accuse this man.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John a villain. Why, this is flat perjury to call a prince's brother villain.
Master Constable, let me...
Peace. I do not like thy look, I promise thee.
What else did you hear him say?
Marry, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
Yea, that it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did meet his grace hero before the whole assembly and not marry her.
Oh, villain. Thou wilt be condemned into everlasting redemption for this.
Is that all?
This is all.
Prince John was this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, take this bound man to Leonato's. I will go before and show him this examination.
Come, take him away. Thou naughty varlet, away! You are an ass! You are an ass! Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that she were to write me down an ass. But, masters, do not forget that I am an ass. Though it not be written down, do not forget that I am an ass. No, thou art full of piety, as shall be proved upon thee by good witness. I am a wise fellow, and which is more an officer, and which is more a householder, and which is more as pretty a piece of flesh as any is in Messina. And one that knows the law, go to, and a rich fellow enough, go to, and one that hath had losses, and one that hath had 2 gowns, and everything handsome about him, bring him away. Oh, that I had been writ down an ass.
My soul doth tell me Hero is belied, and that shall Claudio know. So shall the prince, and all of them that thus dishonored her.
Good day to you.
Hear you, my lord?
We have some haste, Leonardo.
Some haste, my lords. Are you now so hasty?
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou! No, Claudio, thou hast belied my innocent child. She is now lie buried with her ancestors, oh, in a tomb where never scandal slept. Say this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right.
I'll prove it on his body, my lord.
Away, I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so dismiss me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, boy, thou shalt kill a man.
But soft now, Leonato. We will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for thy daughter's death, but upon mine honor, she was charged with nothing but was true and very full of proof.
My lord?
I will not hear it.
No. Away, I will be heard.
Here comes the man we seek.
Now, Signor, what's the news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, Signor. You are almost come to part a fray.
May I speak a word in your ear?
Oh, God bless me, a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. Let me hear from you.
I will challenge thee to a duel, so I may have good cheer.
You know my mind. Farewell. Your Grace, for many courtesies I thank you, but I must discontinue your company. Your brother the bastard has fled from Messina, and you among you have killed a sweet and innocent lady. As for Lord Lackbeard over here, he and I shall meet, but till then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
In most profound earnest.
And hath challenged thee?
Most sincerely.
But soft, did he not say, my brother was fled?
Come you, sir, you being a cursing hypocrite, you must be looked to.
How now, Braccio bound? Officer, what offense hath he done?
Marry, sir, he has committed false report. Moreover, he has spoken untruths. Secondarily, he is a slanderer. Sixth and lastly, he has belied a lady. Thirdly, he has verified unjust things. And to conclude, he is a lying knave.
Who have you offended, master, that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is far too cunning to be understood. What is your offense?
Sweet prince, his shallow fools overheard me confessing how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the lady Hero. How you were brought to the orchard and saw me court Margaret in Hero's garments. How you disgraced her when you should marry her. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusations.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison while he utters it.
But did my brother set thee to it?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
Oh, Hero, how thy image doth appear and wear a semblance that I loved at first.
Come, bring away the plaintiff. By this time our sexton hath informed Leonato of the matter. And master, do not forget to specify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Here comes Master Leonato and the sexton, too.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes.
If you seek to see your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath has killed my innocent child?
Even I alone.
Not so, villain. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in this. I thank thee, princes, for my daughter's death. Recorded with your high and worthy deeds, 'twas bravely done.
Leonato, I know not how to ask for forgiveness, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge, impose to what penance your inventions can lay upon my sin, yet sin not but in mistaking.
I cannot bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But come you tomorrow to my house, and since you cannot be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter almost a copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is the heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given Hero, and so dies my revenge.
Your overkindness doth wring tears from me. I do embrace your offer.
Tomorrow then we'll expect her coming. Tonight we take our leave. This wicked man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was involved in all this wrong, hired to it by your brother.
No, by my soul she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me.
Moreover, this plaintiff here, the offender did call me ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Why, you speak like a thankful and most quiet watchman, and I praise God for you.
Here's for thy pains.
God save the foundation!
Until tomorrow morning, my lords, farewell.
We shall not fail you.
The god of love that sits above and knows me, and how pitiful I deserve. Mary! I cannot show it in rhyme. I've tried, but I can come up with no rhyme for lady but baby. An innocent rhyme. And for horn, scorn. A hard rhyme. And for fool, school. A babbling rhyme. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet. I cannot woo in festival terms.
What hath passed between you and Claudio?
Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I shall shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him a coward. But now come, tell me, for which of my bad parts did you first fall in love with?
For all of them together. But for which of my good parts didst thou first suffer love for me?
I do suffer love indeed, for truly, I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart.
Now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And you?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and mend. But here one comes in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's all coil at home. It is proved my lady hero hath been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of all, who's fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go with me to hear this news?
I will live in your heart, die in your lap, and be buried in your eyes. And moreover, I will go with you to your uncle.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the prince and Claudio who accused her. I am glad to see all things sort so well. Well, daughter, and you, gentlewomen, withdraw into a chamber, and when I send for you, come hither masked. The prince and Claudio promise by this hour to visit me.
Friar! I must entreat your pains.
To do what, senor?
To bind me or undo me, one of them. Signor Leonato, it is true that your daughter, with an eye of favor, does look on me, and with an eye of love, I do requite her.
What's your will?
My will is your good will, to stand with ours today, to be conjoined in the state of honorable marriage, in which, friar, I should desire your help.
My heart is in your liking.
And my help. Here comes the prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined today to be married with my brother's daughter?
I'll hold my mind.
Benedict, call her forth. Here's the friar ready.
For this I owe you. Here come other reckonings. Now, which lady must I seize upon?
This same is she, and I do give you her.
Sweet, let me see your face.
No, that you shall not do, till you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero!
One hero died defiled, but I do live. And surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero. The hero that is dead.
All this amazement I can qualify. When that after the holy rites are ended, I'll tell largely of fair hero's death. Meantime, to the chapel let us presently.
Soft friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no. No more than reason.
Then the prince and Claudio are mistaken. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
No more than reason.
Why then, my cousin Margaret and Ursula are much mistaken, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were almost dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me?
No, truly, but as a friend.
Come, niece! I am sure you loves this gentleman.
For I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her. For here's a letter, writ in his own hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, writ in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedick.
'Tis a miracle! Our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace, I will stop your mouth.
How doth thou, Benedick, the married man?
I'll tell thee what, Prince, a college of wit-crackers cannot flout me of my humor. And as for thy part, Claudio, I wish to have beaten thee. But come, thou art my kinsman. Live unbruised and love my cousin.
My lord! Your brother John was taken in flight and brought with our men back to Messina.
Come, think not on him until tomorrow. I will devise brave punishments for him. But in the meantime, let's have a dance, where we can lighten our hearts and our wives' heels.
Therefore play a music.
Prince, thou lookest sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife. Strike up, pipers. Let's dance.
So, before we conclude this night, and before it starts raining, we want to thank so many important people who helped us with this production, who, helped us act, who helped make these, who helped everybody out. So, first off, Sabrina is coming down, and we'll be cycling through.
All right. So I've been given a very prestigious job because I am thanking the one with whom this program could not run without. We have been so lucky to get the world's best director here for our shows, and as you can tell, we put a lot of work into this, and so has she. Just so much work, so much effort, so much love, and we appreciate everything you do for us. It's been, 16 years now, and every year it just gets better, and we can just see her passion. So we so much appreciate everything you do for us, Nancy. We love you.
Okay, so next up we have our flowers for Dorothy, who is, her formal title is the Enrichment Director, which sounds really fancy, and it is. She does a lot of work for the show. She helped us with all the monologues during intermission. She helps out with the scenes, blocking the scenes. She does the dances and the opening, and none of this would have been possible without Dorothy. Her job really is just to make the camp fun for all of us, and to really get to know us on a personal level. So thank you, Dorothy.
And now I would like to thank one of our amazing interns, who I'm not sure where they are, but this is for Elizabeth, who I would really like to thank from the group and personally for one of the scenes that I did not know very well, and she helped me get it down and just rehearse over and over, so thank you so much.
But I have something for our other intern, Charles. I don't actually know what this is, but it looks fancy.
I'm in the back.
Come receive your gift. Charles used to be a camper here. I was not here when he was. But he became an intern, and he has made this camp a great place. You have helped out so much, and you are very good at Baby I Love You. I'm still mad at you about that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So,
Thank you.
So we would like to thank two very important people, especially to me, both my parents, Mary and Dennis Brandon, my mom and dad. My mom helped on with these beautiful costumes, all handmade. Way to go, Mom!
We made a lot of costumes this year, and they're like all amazing and beautiful, so thank you so much.
And I would also like to thank my dad, who did all of our hair to make us look gorgeous, fabulous during this amazing.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Mom. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks to everybody. Sorry, guys.
Bye. Go.
All right, so next, we'd like to thank one of our expert musicians, Will.
And Bob Pontoro for providing wonderful music for us during our plays. We really appreciate it.
Good stuff. Oh, is this for me? No, it's not.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you for this wonderful night. Have a great evening.
Woo!